This is such a killer move that you see quite a few golfers doing, more than you think, and it really affects their club path, it affects their quality of strike, it affects their tee shots, long irons, short irons, wedges as well. I'm going to give you a simple drill to try and get rid of this thrusting forward with the trail hip, this kind of knee diving forward, the trail foot shooting up too early, and get you getting a little bump on the downswing with some rotation that will transform the way you hit. Like, it'll change how you play golf, but it will take a few reps and it will take a bit of practice. So that downswing where the trail hip really wants to thrust forward, often making, people call it early extension, not a great fan of that term, but anyway, they're pushing out towards the ball, often throwing the club out there, handle gets high out the way, it can cause that club to go way left. They turn a long way where keeping pressures actually on this foot. So even though they're picking it up in a way where they've not rolled it forwards. They're just picking it up, meaning I can put all my pressure on it and just swing left, get those horrible scabby low runners. Look, get up there. Rather, I want to see you starting to make downswings where we get a little bump with the lead side as you rotate into that downswing. And the bump almost starts happening before you believe it. It's happening as you complete the backswing, ideally. But how can we get the feel of that bump? To give you the feel of that different club path, to hopefully getting you some shots that fly out towards target a little bit more, where you might just hit a few more greens. So I want you thinking about your trail foot. So for me, my right foot, and you're going to do some small little practice swings to start, and what you're going to do, just do your normal backswing, but downswing, I want you to feel like you just roll it onto the inside of your foot. So my toes have come up, apart from my big toe, which is still down, all the trail heels come up, but I'm just rolling that foot forwards as the knee kicks in. Now what I'm not doing is trying to make sure everything goes forwards. I don't want any of this. So in effect, I'm trying to just roll that foot forwards. So this knee comes towards lead knee because I want my lead knee straightening up as I brace on that lead foot for some stopping power to allow me to release the club, get some speed into impact. And this is quite an extreme thought, as in it's not how you're going to hit the ball, but it is how you're going to hit some balls to get the feeling of this working. And we need some reps of this. So I've just got a short iron. I'm going to do a couple of demos, literally picking that trail side, all this side of my foot up, and then just rotate out of it. You're going to notice how that really gets my hips going this way rather than out this way. I'm just going to hit little shots doing this and then peeling up onto my toes. So again, I haven't got the power because I'm in little shots. See, that was in the air, pretty straight shot. Path was pretty zeroed out. Lovely ball then turf strike. Had my little bump forward on the way down. You'll be amazed how much you can tell from a golf swing by just watching trail foot. So again, same idea, downswing. Peel up just all the outside of it, just little half swings, and then coming up onto my toes. So that one was slightly thin, so that was ball and then ground way ahead, and I love that. What you'll find with good players, when they miss-hit irons, they're not fatting them. Like, you don't see good players fat shots hardly ever, apart from some crazy situations. What they do is they hit thin shots. So when you see a pro on telly hit a shot, and you get the old hand coming off and they think, oh, they've duffed it, they've hit a really bad shot. Generally, they've caught it out at the bottom and they know it's going front edge. They know if they hit this club well, it's going to go the right distance because they've caught it thin. So they're generally balling ground way later. It's going on the green, so everyone in goes, oh, that wasn't that bad a shot, looked awful. They know it's way worse than they wanted it to be. And it's because of these ideas. They're always trying to get ball in ground. Amateurs, with this massive kind of dive out with the shaking Stevens knee, the kind of Elvis Presley dance knee, is just great for crashing. It's the crashing that's going to crash your scores, give you doubles and penalties, those things we need to avoid. So just 3 minutes each day, doing a few swings in the garden. Don't even need a ball where you come up onto the inside of that foot, the whole foot come up and then turn. Now what I want you to do when you play is work those feelings in. So what's going to happen as I start my downswing? Yeah, my heel's going to come up, but so is this side of my foot. I'm not just coming up this way, throwing everything out. Because I've got an incentive to bump, it's going to start bringing this up, and because I've got incentives to turn, this is coming up as well. So we've done the extreme feeling where you're just bringing all this side of the foot up, then going through. Now on the course, you're going to blend that into a real shot. Hopefully start getting some pin eye shots, middle of the green shots, a few less putts. That's easier to two-putt than the one that was thin, and certainly the one that didn't hit the green, and my scores are coming down. And that's the point, isn't it? Your scores have got to come down. If your scores aren't low enough and you want to break 80 more often, I've got a full series on breaking 80, and this is the mid-iron version here, or video here. that you should go and watch, because you'll see why this is so important to helping you lower your scores.